Welcome back, No Player Guy, and today now we have another a good showdown video, and people have been saying in a lot of forums and across various social media, who is the one to get between this guy and these, right? Super Saiyan 2 transform into 3 Goku, or the Super Saiyan Goku who transforms into Gohan, who does have guard, right? So it's crits versus guard realistically. I'm going to use the new doc and wiki because this site is absolutely amazing, right? Makes my job infinitely easier than the old one and even loads much better. So really, neither unit is bad. They're all fantastic units. It's all about how you build them, right? Though it's all about in what situation can you use it. So, for example, he has great stats at the start of turn, but where he really comes into play is when he does a super attack, and he also gets defense on super attack effect. So he's like a slot 2 kind of unit. You wouldn't float him off because he's incredibly powerful, right? He launches additional attacks, and he has a 50% chance of critting. Whereas this guy, he has greater chance of critting, right? Yeah, he has a great chance of critting. Again, it's for the 6th turn, for 6 turns, but it's still, for that, you get a 70% chance to crit. And he still gets defense on his super attack, right? It's still 30% for either way. Don't forget, this guy's an absolute powerhouse. He's getting extra stats. He's getting 50% here. He's getting 50% here rather than the 30 with his chance to crit. This guy is absolutely crazy. And don't forget, he's also getting an additional for 6 turns. This guy can easily hit out, even at 55%, this guy will pop out probably in the realm of 4 million, maybe 5 million with support. Quite nice to have if you've only got one. He can stand alone on his own. Even this guy can stand alone on his own. He still gives himself defense. Again, no matter which way you run it, it's a slot 1 and 2 unit. If we compare leader skills, so Battle of Fate and Accelerated Battle, it would be a 170% outside of this. This is really good. This category is Battle of Fate is basically anyone Goku's ever fought against for like an epic saga, like a good arc. And Accelerated Battle is largely the same thing, right? It's just a battle in the heat. So really good in terms of that. So lots of overflow. Whereas this guy, great. It's Super Saiyans and Goku family with a 200% buff to the Android Cell Saga. Now, Super Saiyans, all the Goku family in the Cell Saga, they can work out quite well. There's a lot of units that can run in that. You could run them as a lead because they're a full 170% of Super Saiyans or Goku family, and then anyone else who happens to be in just bonus. We'll talk about this guy first then in relation to this. This guy probably has an easier category to go with. In terms of who I put one above the other, I honestly couldn't pick it out because they're both quite good. I mean, they have similar sort of stats, right? 180 to 180, and even when they transform, he ain't really losing much. Yeah, okay, Goku's goes to 200, but these guys guard for 3 turns on the start of turn. They get defense from which guard is going versus additional crit time. They get additional attack stats and defense stats when it's activated for the 4th time in battle, which is kind of weird. And of course, and you're guaranteed to guard all attacks on the 6th turn. So as you go later in the battle, you're just going to get it, right? This guy is guard and defense, whether this guy is all crit and offense. Right? This guy will not hit hard, but he is, well, I mean, he can hit in the realm of 3 to 4 million, but realistically, it's transform with him as soon as possible, right? And then it's like you'll guarantee your guard, and then it's once it's triggered, and then as you go further in time, it's just activated, right? So great. This is nice as well, having a 70% chance of dodging a Ki Blast attack, right? That's pretty good, as well as the counter. So that is basically Tech Super Saiyan 4 Goku in there. In the base form, it's not bad. He still does pretty good. He still raises defense on his super attack, right? And you just need to do 3 super attacks, and you want to get Gohan out. He is basically the unit you'll go for. But yeah, so let's see. Even in this guy, let's have a look at him. So he has 180% to stats, but he doesn't get any key. We check out this guy has 180% to stats and 2 key. what does he have in terms of links? He has Prepared for Battle, Golden Warrior. Yeah, Sane Lineage, Prepare for Battle, and Golden Warrior. And this guy has Prepare for Battle. Let's see, Golden Warrior. All right, so you can actually trigger 2 of those links together. That's not too bad. Do anything change? Nothing changes. Okay, right. So let's see. Right, so you get additional stats from performing a super attack. It's slightly higher than Goku's. So you get a 50% chance of dodging within the same turn as you performed a super attack for 5 turns. So basically, super attack once, you get dodge, you get a high chance to dodge, and you get a 30% chance of evading after you super attack from the 6th turn. Okay, so basically, you super every turn, you got 50% chance to dodge, and then you got 6, right? You can build up stats, but this is kind of irrelevant because what this guy needs to do is he just needs to have additionals built in because, as I say, here is where this guy comes in. So you'll have to rely on that. This is like turn 5 minimum, right? Even you could get lucky. Well, no, it's still turn 5 because even if you double super, that's only 2 of the 3. You would then wait for turn 3, your super attack. It's still turn 5. And whereas this guy, what does he get? 77% or less from the 3rd turn. So you could hit 3rd turn, you can take damage, and boom, this guy comes out. 3rd turn rather than 5. That's 2 whole rotations ahead of time. Yeah, okay, great. This guy guards, and he gets additional defense from which is activated in the 2nd time, and then 4th, and then you just have it, right? So this guy is defensive, right? Not to mention he actually greatly raises attack and defense. That's a 50% raise. So in terms of raw defensive power, it's this guy. If you want raw offensive power, if you feel you're lacking offensive power, this guy. They're both incredibly fun to use. I feel like this guy with his extra little bit of key and his honestly, I'll admit having same lineage and same warrior race and stuff like that is really handy because it gives you key and attack and defense. Over in the Flash is 3. So this is a Super Saiyan 3 link, which really helps him out on that team, especially with like limit breaking form as well. And you'll easily find Fierce Battle, Kamehameha, and same warrior race. Even in this guy, same sort of deal. You'll find experienced fighters, Golden Warrior. You'll find every single one of these across a lot of teams in Super Saiyan 2, Goku Family, Pure Saiyans, Transformation Boost, Kamehameha. A lot of these, basically all of these, you'll find a lot of links in. His best partners, here we go. Okay, right. So here we go. This guy is the Heart Virus Goku. He's the one that reduces damage and has a high chance to crit. He does also greatly raise his own attack, so he can do pretty decent damage, especially with crits. But he's a defensive powerhouse. Again, he is turn restricted. The LR. So the LR, right? So he's good. If you can lower the attack and defense of the enemy, then his 18 key is great. If his 12 key does raise defense, I think it's greatly raised as well. So he is still meta relevant. Just his start of turn is just not very good. Now, if you're running a Super Saiyan 3 team, this guy would be your lead. And then you can add you can add this guy and this guy in, right? So that'd be quite well. Rather, I'd say the easy A guy, right? So yeah, you could have this guy, and this guy, and all 3 you'll trigger. Most likely, what those links are is Fierce Battle, same warrior race, same lineage, Prepare for Battle. That's what you'll probably end up getting at a minimum. Right. As well, here's the other issue with when it comes to Super Saiyan Goku. Here's some of the others that are in there as well, right? Although honestly, I think he's actually Super Saiyan 2 Goku, isn't he? So yeah, he's Super Saiyan 2 Goku. So you could actually run him alongside a Super Saiyan Goku. The only issue is on key links, because like Super Saiyan 3 is over in the Flash, Super Saiyan is Golden Warrior, and then you always yeah, because this guy, who does he have? What does he have? Yeah, because it's like one of these is a Super Saiyan 1 link mainly, then there's a Super Saiyan 2 link, and then there's a Super Saiyan 3 link, which is over in a Flash. So, yeah. So, yeah, same people, right? Same person. Outside of Heart Virus Goku, it's the exact same people that are linking up in this team. So quite a powerful unit, quite a powerful combo to have those. Most useful in Super Saiyan 3, Pure Saiyans, Super Saiyan 2. Super Saiyan 2, Super Saiyan 3 are really small teams. It's led by Margin Vegeta and it's led by Super Saiyan 3 Goku, right, respectively. But there's plenty now in it that can really help out. So again, if you're looking for more options for these categories, pulling this guy or buying him with coins is really what I'm hearing. Is people saying, "Who do I get with coins between him?" Is probably good for this. Goku family, not needed. Pure Saiyans, not needed. Margin Buu Saga is also not needed. Mastered Evolution, Turtle School could be really nice. Turtle School, when you've got Fierce Battle and then you've got like Kamehameha, you'll definitely get. Accelerated Battle and Battle of Fate, of course, they're the ones that they run him on. Right, okay, so again, with the links, with the teams on Gohan. So what's he got? Cell Saga, yes. You would mainly run an extreme build personally. Pure Saiyans, not necessary. Goku family, you could run him. It is a full 170%, and you could run. Who's the best ones for him? Right, okay. So because I think it's Super Saiyan Goku, no. Okay, so what is missing from here, which I reckon would be good, I don't really know, is the free to play Yardrat Goku? He would be here. He reduces damage, has defense, raises defense on super attack, and counter. He's basically a defensive god outside of super attacks directed at this guy. This guy, though, right, this is a Goku family support. Would actually have all the links basically. You've got six links. The only thing you're not going to have is you're probably not going to have. Actually, hard to tell without clicking on it. This guy, six links. Outside of legendary power, it'll be, I don't know, it'll be like prepare for battle instead of legendary power. This guy has six links. Yeah, this guy as well. So if you want a Super Saiyan team, you could run this guy because he's also a full 170%. Um, more people are going to have these. This is a free to play. A lot of people will have this. More people will have this unit, but you guess where this unit's better with? Probably here, right? You're probably going to get him here. Ultimately, it's really difficult to decide who I choose with coins. As I say, you can't just say who's better in who's better in the coin shop. Super Saiyan 3 Goku or Gohan, right? Because as I say, it's defensive and offensive. Okay, if you wanted to slap a label on it, if you really had to choose one, you would choose probably Gohan. Because Gohan, as I say, he guards, he greatly raises his defense. It's an easier category to work with, more buffs for that category come out. As everyone is all getting insta killed by crazy bosses and are looking for easy to use, fun, and more meta relevant, high defensive and guarding units or dodging units, this guy will help with all of that. Not a problem. You can do that with this unit. If you like taking this guy into some like Cell Max, for example, he would just get insta killed. Taking this guy into the Metal Cooler Core is gonna get insta killed, right? Um, any unit, basically, any hard content this guy comes in, insta killed. But guess what? This guy will be able to do crazy damage back, right? He's going to do sides of health off the enemy, just not a problem. Extreme Super Battle Road, Infinite History, Fighting Legend events, that's where this guy is reserved to be. Slot 2, he's too powerful to float off, but you can. This guy, he has additional attacks which can raise his defense, and that means that his attacks with his crits become ludicrous. You could easily get, I mean, you have one dupe and the guy goes from like 5 million with support to 6.5 million without support. It's absolutely nutty what this guy does. And to say, this guy as well is fairly decent. You can build him up, but as I say, this guy turn 3, this guy turn 5, this guy's longer events. It's really down to a case of it's not just because this guy has a 200% lead as well. That's totally irrelevant. Just because a unit has 200% lead doesn't automatically mean that they are just better than everybody. There are far better units than this guy. There are far better free to play units than this guy. Um, so yeah, so If you were to, it's I couldn't tell you who is going to be the best in a showdown. They're both as good as one another. It all depends on who you need. It's crits and power and fun, I'll be honest, versus really just unstoppable, great defense, really, and just not as fun. I personally just don't gel with this unit. I like the defensive side of him. I just personally just don't agree with him. He links up largely the same. And again, as great as he is, Super Saiyans and Goku family, you don't need it. People have completed Extreme Super Battle Road and Super Battle Road off these categories, all three of these, without using this unit. Whereas this guy is one of the Holy Trinity off the physical Gokus, Heart Virus, GT Hero, and Battle of Fate, right? So this guy has perhaps a bit more worth, and he hits so much harder. Has Ki in his passive. Right, okay, so that's going to be it for this video. That's going to be a nice look between the two. That's physical Super Saiyan 2 and 3 Goku and STR Gohan and Goku from the Cell Saga. For versus, it's just the same. Neither is better as the other. As a leader skill, probably this guy wins, right? In terms of a passive, it's either way. They're literally polar opposites. In terms of conditions, though, to transform, no, this guy definitely better, right? It's just turn 3. It's a HP threshold, but it's 77% or less. It's like STR Vegito. You're going to get that. But yeah, okay. So, end of this video. That should hopefully put a quell to any questions of who should I buy in the coin shop, like who's better, right, overall on a banner. Well, they're both as good as each other. It really depends on who you go for. If I had to choose personally, this guy, I find him is just easier to use. He hits a lot harder, and he can be defensively fine if you roll the dice and get the additional attacks. Right, okay. So that's going to be it for this video. If you liked it and you agreed with it, brilliant. If you don't, and you probably didn't, and you also probably didn't agree with it, so be it. Right, until the next time, thank you and bye bye.